that, guys. Like a really good okay, with love, we gotta have a little reality check real quick. You gotta just be the best you can be, not anybody else. It's only you at the end of the day.
What is up, everybody? It has been a hot minute since I've been live. Honestly, it's only been 2 weeks. But still, it feels like it's been longer. Hi, hello. If you guys do not know who I am, hey, my name is Naja, aka The Voodoo Child. And I do a lot of things on this channel, but one of the things I really like to do is go live and read some of you guys' stories out there, give advice, all that jazz, and I get some help from the tribe. Here, let me put you guys on the screen. What is up, everybody? Sorry, I'm a little late. Better late than never. So yeah, if you guys make the live, you can be on the screen. So make sure you guys have your notifications on. Shout out to the Patreon gang. What's up, everybody? Seeing a lot of familiar faces. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. Okay. Damn, that water is good. Happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it is. Shout out to all the Capricorns out there. Shout out to y'all. Today is about to be a long one, okay? Today is about to be a long one. What's up, y'all? I see you guys. You said it's been 3 weeks. Well, I posted last week, so maybe that's why I'm a little off. Thank you guys so much for all of the support in my New Year's video, my 2024 recap. And also thank you guys for the consistent support on the Keke Palmer video. I'm not going to hold y'all. I thought that was just going to be a complete flop because it was just so bad. But a lot of you guys really enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much. I am halfway done with the current memoir I'm reading. I'm getting better at like setting a schedule for reading the books so that I can get you guys the content out on time. I will say that I do want to start a book club somehow, right? And I am working on it. I kind of have a concept of how I want to do it. I'm thinking of probably making like a members on YouTube just for reading the book. So, because now that I have like a reading schedule, we can all read it together. So, I don't know, maybe just thinking about some stuff for 2025. Shout out to all of you guys that have been supporting me throughout all the years I've been on here. I see you in the chat saying how long you've been watching me. That makes me feel awesome. And thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Sienna, my homie. $4.99 for the memoir fund. Nah, that's real. That's real. I mean, I've been listening. I've been seeing you guys have been asking for it. I do know that, I mean, I have a Patreon, so like I'm trying to make it not so separate because I know I personally don't like putting money in like different places. I would much rather support somebody like one thing, you know. But I'm still working out the kinks, and I'll let you guys know when I find out something for sure. But today we're just going to be doing a Tribe Tea live, and this is actually a really good episode if you've never seen me do Tribe Teas before, because our first story has receipts. Speaking of receipts, let me size this up so that it matches the screen. Close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes. You're going to spoil it for yourself. There we go, because I need to be able to see. Ooh, hey. Okay. I'm a little rusty. I have not been live in 3 weeks, apparently. But let's get into these stories. So what we're going to get into today, we have the long first story, which is the title story. This man does not know when to quit lying, okay? The second one is, I almost opened a business for a Tinder guy. You almost opened a business for this man? Now that is something serious. The next one is just called submission, but I know it has to do with like school problems, campus issues, stuff like that. The fourth one is one that I keep trying to get to reading, but the time keeps getting mixed up. So I made sure to put them second to last. My biggest red flag. Okay, we got some accountability going on. My biggest red flag. And then the last one, which I think is insane. Tribe Tea, my mom told a stalker my life story. I was just saying in the last stream, I don't know what it is about a certain generation of parent or grandparent. It's like they have no concept of the internet is for everybody. The internet shares information. Like, this is real life now. And that happened within my lifetime or like my adulthood, because the internet, I was just reminiscing, like the internet, how it was in just 2016 was way different than the internet even in 2019, like, so it's like, grandma, mama, when somebody randomly hits you up and comments on a picture of your grandbaby or your little niece or your child or whatever, and they're like, oh, what's their name? Where do they go to school? Oh my gosh, what do they watch? What's their favorite candy? Like, beware, man. Like, there are people who just like to stalk every regular people. Like, ooh, I feel for you. I feel for you. But let's get into this first story. Make sure y'all have your water. If you got your blizzies, get your blizzies. I can't even say blizzy no more. I gotta say something else. Get your just spark something, okay? Light a candle. I don't know. Let's get into, this man did not know when to quit lying, okay? And this is a little long one. Hey Naja, hey tribe, hey friend. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and continue to have one. Happy Wednesday, everybody. If you just got in the chat, make sure you like the video. So I have written in a couple times now stories like my ex-stepmom texting me pretending to be my sister, and the one about the cute but bitter psycho. I do remember, I know who you are, by the way, but I do remember those two stories. So I have another one for you about my most recent ex-boyfriend. The one I was with right before I met the psycho. This one is also pretty wild, so let's go on this journey together. Also, sorry if this is long. I tried to shorten it as much as I possibly could. So I'm not going to go too in depth about our relationship because we'd be here all day, since he and I were together for 3.5 years. Damn. But I'll give you an overview. We'll call this man Sebastian. I was just saying the other day, they don't name kids Sebastian no more. That's like a 90s ass name. Let me know, are any of y'all naming y'all kids Sebastian? Anyway, I'm only laughing because I just seen like a gray cat on Instagram. They talking about, this is my cat Sebastian. I'm like, that is a human name. What are you doing? I'm pretty sure this man was a narcissist. Okay. And believe me when I say I don't use that term loosely. I have an ex who was 10 times worse than this man could ever be to me, and I just think that he was just a crappy person. But Sebastian? Oh no, a full-blown narcissist. He doesn't take accountability for anything unless he could use it to his advantage later. Like, for instance, he would take the blame for smaller issues from time to time so that when the bigger issues were brought to his attention, he could gaslight me by saying, well, I do take accountability. I said sorry for leaving the dish in the sink last week. Okay. He perpetually has to be the victim in everything. People are always doing him wrong. He lies and lies and lies some more. So much that when he would say something to his mom, she would look to me to verify if he was telling the truth. Oh my gosh. See, that's when mama needs to have some reflecting. Like, what is going on here? He is obsessed with how everyone sees him, from the designer he has on to his weight to his hair, accolades, etc. But he was very insecure, and I was the only one who was allowed to see just how unhappy he was with himself. Lastly, the man could argue with the damn telephone pole. He would just not give up until either he could blame the argument on you or until he won. It was genuinely exhausting being with him. He sounds exhausting, but I mean, you got the nail on the head. People like this, they really, like narcissists anyway, are very, 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 very insecure. They're very, very insecure, and they'd rarely even let people see that actual like mush insecure. I always think of it as like Dobby from Harry Potter, like just, but hey, I guess he lets you see it, and usually those are the people that they like abuse the most. So March 2023, we're 3 years into our relationship, and it was spring break. He was still in college, and I had graduated the summer before and was working as an auditor. He said he wanted to go to, let's just say he just wants to go somewhere with his friends, right? And I didn't mind, just as long as he didn't spend the whole, what is it, summer? Yeah, the whole summer break there, because I wanted to spend some of his free time with him, and he said, cool. He ended up staying 3 days longer than he was supposed to, and when he came back, he was just showing me pictures and videos of the trip, and this girl named Anna kept popping up. Girl, let me know in the comments, but I'm like, this kind of sounds familiar. You just sent me this though. Like, you just sent me this, but this kind of sounds familiar. Was Anna, is he talking to Anna? Cuz it just reminded me of another story that got sent in where, like, no, I know what I'm thinking of. There was another story that got sent in with it was a couple that went on like a went to the lake with like a boat and like some other friends, right? And the dude who the girl was in a relationship with was like openly flirting with another girl, like right in front of them. And that's what I'm thinking of. But so we introducing Anna comes to the chat. Okay. Cause I'm like, where do I know that from? So we got Anna entering the chat. Let me see, where was I at? One video in particular was of Anna in the passenger seat, his homeboy in the back seat, and she had on just a bikini and the Montclair jacket I had bought him for Christmas. I asked, why the fuck do she got on your jacket? I definitely haven't read this one before. So I get that, you know, gentlemanly thing to do. You give a girl the jacket or whatever so they're not cold, whoop, right? Why are we taking a picture of this? On that narcissist shit, it's like you're trying to get a reaction out of somebody. You want somebody to be mad. Because if it was just an innocent, like, oh, nobody else had a jacket to give her, she was the girl on the trip, why did we take a picture of the moment? Like, don't it seem like bro just trying to start shit? Okay. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. So when I asked him why she got on the Montclair, he said she was cold and all she brought were bikinis. You want me to just let her be cold? To which I replied, no, but you could have let the single guy in the back seat who actually likes the girl figure it out. For content, he did not know this bitch before the trip. His friend, not the one in the back seat, a different one, had a girlfriend who he came on the trip with. So it's 2 girls and 3 dudes, or 2 dudes, or 3 dudes, right? Apparently, Anna decided to join at the last minute, and since she packed in a hurry, she didn't pack any real clothes because she didn't expect it to be cold. Anyway, from that trip, they formed a friend group with Anna's other friend, who we'll call Joanna. I have to give you the general cities to understand this part. Do you, though? Like, I feel like I be exposing y'all and y'all be talking about where y'all live. Let's just say Sebastian, her man, lived 3 hours away from Anna. Okay? Anna's best friend lives another 3 hours away. Basically, it's just one big triangle. Okay? So basically, they all be driving to visit each other. I'm just really trying not to say like where y'all live. Just trying to keep it cute. But let's just say it's the equivalent of like if one person lives in North Florida, like Orlando, and then the other person lives in South Carolina, and then the other person lives in Atlanta. It's like we don't live close, but if you really wanted to see somebody, it's probably like a 3 hour, 4 hour trip, right? That's basically what they're doing, like a little triangle. So they all just, visiting each other. And he was always strange about his new little friends and would never let me meet them. Red motherfucking flag. I mean, there was already red flags, don't get me wrong, but that's a big red flag when your man won't let you meet his friends. And I don't care if somebody says that you're being pushy or cringy or what. I'm a sole believer in, girl, you better reach out. Girl, you better reach out. And this isn't for homegirl that sent in the story. This is for anybody that's watching that's like in a similar situation or this sounds familiar. Reach out. Put the puzzles together. Because I guarantee you this dude is playing both sides. He's up in these people's face talking about how you're one way, you're the other way, and how you're this and you're that. And then you're going to come up and talk to them and they're going to be like, huh, that's interesting. You're actually none of those things. Why is he lying? Or they could be the biggest scum of the earth and just are letting him cheat on you behind his back. But that would be like mega pick-me behavior, like very, very mean. And y'all talking about he cheating low-key? Man, I think he cheating high-key. You over here driving hours like, oh, He would also insist on paying for and staying at the Airbnb with the group instead of at my place with me whenever they were like, in town. And when I asked him why that was, he said sometimes after a drunk night out, we come home and play card games, and I'd miss out on that if I went back to your place. Why don't you invite me to go play card games with y'all? Like, what? Anyway, my best friend and her fiance also live in the same area as one of the friends or whatever, as the Anna girl or the Joanna girl. So one day I decided he and I can go so I could finally meet his friends, and then we can all hang out with like his friends and my friends, right? So he got excited and immediately got on the phone with his friends to make plans. Oh, you got to be scared when a narc gets excited for social events. That means they're about to be the most messiest of messy boots in the freaking room. Why are you excited? You were being avoidant this whole time. This whole time you being avoidant. And now you're excited. It's almost like he's about to make a fucking scenario. Like he's about to make a scenario where you and your friend, I bet you I'm going to predict it. He going to make a scenario where you and your friend are being shady or something, right? Like, look, I don't know, bro. It just seemed weird. Shout out to Sienna for the donation. Again, y'all do not have to donate, but I appreciate it so, so much. She said, this is why you need a crash out homegirl for this very reason. We would have been at that B&B. No, seriously? Like, what do you mean he is in town and you sleeping at the B&B and not at the house you be sleeping at? All this? No. I think her going to the other area where her friend lives at, where they both live at, was her definition of riding up with her homegirl. Because it's like, look, we need to pull up to one of these meetings to figure out what the heck's going on. So later, when he told me about these plans, I said I could not wait to meet them. And he paused and said, oh, no, you can't come. Are you fucking for... He said, what? Oh, no, you can't come. This party is at a friend of a friend's house that I'd never been to, and I can't be the +1 bringing a +1. I get it. So when you said you're going to go there and be with your friends, he thought you're going to go hang out with your friends and I'm going to hang out with my friends. But you were like, no, we're all going to hang out together. He didn't know you were trying to group up. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're having a pull up follow mission now. Now me and the homegirl about to pull up on that ass. Now we're about to do it. Now we're about to pull up and bomb the fucking party. Now we're about to bring the Roku remote and start fucking with the TV in the house wherever you at from the window in the street. Like, now we're about to cut up. 'Cause what do you mean? You're hiding something. You're hiding something. And then wasn't there like a friend that introduced him to all these people? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all do not ever feel weird or pushy for doing I consider this part of the background check. This is part of the background check. I need to know who you be around and shit, because I'm not trying to be in no fucking situation. Like, no, heavy on the Roku remote. I'm about to freaking crash the whole party. What? Wow. So, you know what? I just said, okay. Because you have to understand, I'm leaving so much out for the sake of time. But at this point, I was just so exhausted and fed up with him. Not to mention, I was so depressed as my job as an auditor. I didn't even have the energy to be running behind him, upset over his antics all the time. Later on in the week, when we were getting closer to the trip, he tells me that I'm going to have to stay home that weekend because Anna called and she had a modeling network event that she needed a ride for. He told me it wouldn't be enough time to come and get me from work because she had to be at the event. Why are you picking this bit over me and my... Ooh, yeah, he would have been on the fucking street. I would have been like, bro, so how long y'all been intimate at this point? Like, I would have just laid it on thick. Because at this point... Wow. So, he couldn't understand why I asked, why in the Sam hell does she feel comfortable enough calling somebody in the next town over that she met 2 months ago to come and give her a ride from one city to the next? I just said straight up, this is how I know me and you are like kindred spirits. She said straight up, have you been fucking that girl? Straight up. There's no other explanation. Have you been smashing that? Because, like, what are we doing? That's how you know she was fed up, too. So he gets mad and he loses it, calling me an insecure bitch and that I'm tripping and that I just want to control him. Sir, you are like bi-coastal at this point. You be driving up and down the United States for this girl. Like, I'm being dramaed out, but where y'all live, like, he might as well be bi-coastal driving down. Like, come on, really? Really? Oh my gosh. He left that Friday and had the audacity to call me on my lunch break while on the road because he needed some company. Nah, you better call Joanna, her bestie, and talk to her. Fuck wrong with you? Later that month, my friends and I had a trip to Miami booked. I started feeling itchy down there. Bitch, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. You started feeling itchy. Hold on, I need some water. You started feeling itchy? Itchy, y'all. See, the way this man needs to go to fucking jail and then hell. Itchy? All right. So oh my God. It wasn't just an itch. So there's for sure something going on. I just straight up asked Sebastian, have you been cheating on me and why is this happening to my body? He, of course, flipped it on me and was like, I don't know. Have you been cheating? Why do you feel that? Oh my God. My thing is, Mr. Sebastian, is your little thing leaking and itching and burning your damn self? Like, nasty ass. Like, you don't even feel the need to come and talk to somebody and be an adult? Like, I'm just so disgusted with him. I just rolled my eyes and said, okay, I made an appointment at my gyno and everything came back negative. All I had was BV. I took my medicine and went about my day. Fast forward to June, I'm at work and I get a phone call from him. I answer it and the first thing he said on the phone was, who have you been cheating on me with? What happened to, hey, how's your day? He got tested for the first time in our entire relationship and tested positive for chlamydia and herpes, HSV1. So he is just a dirty dick bandit. He's just out in the world. Wow. The first time in your entire life. So y'all was together for 3.5 years and he never got tested ever. I mean, I get it. We women, we get tested more and everything. But it's like, sir, you knew as an adult, individually, as a human being, right, that you were cheating and being intimate with other people. And you're just now getting tested. And then you're not protecting yourself. Like, you're disgusting. Why are you even in a relationship? Did he have a job? Because it sounds like he might even have been using you for a place to stay or something, because it sounds like you're on it. You hate your job, but you got a job, but he's not really encouraging you to, like, get to another job that you enjoy. Like, it just seems like he's just using you. Like, this dude is just disgusting all around. Then he tells me I'm not tripping off the herpes. I already knew I had it, which was news to me. Oh, yeah, he needs to go to jail. I told him I've tested negative the month prior, and he said a lot can happen in a month. I said, okay, and went to get tested again that following Saturday. By the grace of God, my test still came back negative. I know that's right. For everything once again. He then tried to convince me he got it. Y'all are about to die. Oh my gosh. He tried to convince me that he got chlamydia from sharing blizzies and bottles with his friends. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hope that this person does not reproduce. I hope that this person, oh my gosh, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. You think that what? If that's the case, wouldn't the average person not do those things? Like, he probably do believe that with his smart dumb ass. Like, he probably does. Oh my gosh. I see y'all going back and forth about like what BV really is and stuff. BV is like just one of those things that could just happen in like your lifespan of just having a freaking vagina. But if you are intimate with somebody who is having multiple partners, that can irritate your natural pH and can cause you to have infection like BV and stuff like that. BV isn't the same where like all she took was like antibiotics. Like, she didn't take anything like where you have to take what he got to take them damn pills, bitch. Like, because he's been making decisions to where he got to do that. And I just really hope Anna or Anna Louise didn't sleep with his old little dirty nub, because then, oh man, I wonder if they even know she exists. Or do they just think he's a single person that has I'm pretty sure he's just over there telling them he's single and that he lives in the city by himself. Oh, but you can't come over to my house. Like, he just seems horrible. He talking about he got it from sharing blunts and bottles. I just said okay, because I didn't feel like arguing. We broke up a month later during a heated argument, and I tried to play a song in his car, and he just disconnected my phone from his Bluetooth and said, I don't want to listen to that shit. Ooh, I asked, was Anna allowed to play music in his car? Ooh. He said, well, she can play music in my car because she has better music taste than you. That's when I said, you're in love with that bitch. That's why, period. And that triggered him so bad that he broke up with me right then and there. He then said, I don't know why you always like to argue. I don't know if it's because of insert my abusive ex's name or what, but you need to learn how to communicate better. Yeah, that would have been it too. He would have been out. So that was that, but it's not the end of the story. So after the breakup, Sebastian had changed it to a break and said he wasn't going to be seeing other women. Why are you lying? You just got freaking herpes from the sky. Like, what are you lying about? Talking about you're not going to see other women. You were seeing other women when you were in a relationship. Like, get out of my face. He said he just needs time to get his mind right and that we would work on things in the meantime. And y'all, she sent me pictures of this dude, bro. He looks... I'm not even trying to be messy, bro, because he looks like somebody that do social media. And, like, he got 2 phases, which happens when you're with somebody for a long amount of time, okay? For one, he's a white man. Dark features. If you watch my podcast, it's giving Spaniard, okay? It could be Italian, could be Greek, could be, white but dark features. Could be Armenian, whatever, right? But he got 2 phases. So I don't know if this is the black girl effect in this one phase, or if he looked like this when you met him, because you look so beautiful in this picture. You're smiling. You look radiant. So I don't know if this is how you met him and this was like the primary relationship. And then the other phase is how you left him, or is the other phase how you got him? All I'm going to let y'all know is one phase of him looks like black girl effect. He got a beard and, he looks kind of like, Daniel's son. That's the one, man with the plan. Who we all thought was like black but wasn't. He kind of looked like a more bulky version of him. But then we got this like 180. He got like the little the tattoo style that a lot of Gen Z likes to get, like the whole like grunge fairy looking shit. And then he looks like this YouTuber's boyfriend. Like, she did a whole story time and all. I just don't know his. No, you know who he looks like? You know that boy that, oh my God, what's her name? The girl who drove across the country to go be with that boy, and then he broke up with her, and then she drove back, and then her Mama Red was like, oh, leave that boy alone. And then she was like, y'all don't know what it's like. The internet is one way. And then she went back with him, and now they married. Y'all know what girl I'm talking? Jessica. Yes. What's her name? Jessica what? Not Jess Hilarious. It's Jess the Prankster. Yes, Jess the Prankster. Her dude, that dude, that's what he looked like. That's what he looks like. And there's another YouTuber that got a boyfriend that looked like this too. He looked like Reed. Yes, that's what he looks like. So in one era, he looks like a Texan black girl effect white boy that you could tell like, oh, he's with one of the girls. And then the other phase is he looks like just the pranksters dude, Reed. Yeah. Crazy. That's another one of those names that are going extinct. I haven't met anybody named Reed in a long time, and everyone I meet named Reed is like a menace to fucking society. Like, rest in peace to the Reed I knew. But you see what I mean? Like, bro, crazy. But yeah, he decided that he wanted to go out wild like that. But he just wants a break. Whatever the fuck that means. So around this time, I had gotten a new job, which I still love to this day, and I was fully at peace. So my tolerance for his bullshit had shrunk significantly. Girl, you need to cut him the fuck out. You need to cut him out. He is not even that cute. I see why you're doing it, though, because someone like him does have potential. Like, you can, like, build that up. But I can also tell that when you shave that beard off, bro, it's giving, like, ooh, I can't explain it without being fucking mean. Like, I could just tell he ain't got no chin. I can't explain it. Anyway, he's just rotten to the core, though. Like, there's nothing you could do. There's just nothing you could do about that shit. It was easier to accept his BS, blah, 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 because it just felt like one more shitty thing won't hurt. No, this man is diabolical. Like, no. At the end of August, he was still screaming at me calling me a bitch when I would try to have conversations with him to work on things. Why are you letting this man continuously call you out your name, bro? So I said, I'm going to just start seeing other people because he had me fucked up. So in September, I ended up meeting my current man and I was sprung. My ex noticed I was pulling away and tried to weasel his way back in. Ooh, they love doing that. On the first date I had with my man the night before, Sebastian had called me and asked if I wanted to come with him to get a kitten from the shelter. Sir, what do you mean, get a kitten from the shelter? We don't need, like, what are you talking about? So he's not asking for y'all to take care of the cat together. He just wants you to come with him. Okay. I said sure, but I had plans at 1 p.m. downtown, so if he wanted me to come with him, he had to be at my house at 7:30 a.m. Damn, bitch. He said okay. Long story short, he tried to call me at 11:30 and asked if I was ready. I was finishing my makeup by this point, and I told him I had plans, and he knew this. He asked if I could go after my plans, and I told him no. So then he starts cussing me out. So I hung up in his face and kept getting ready. Fast forward to October 2023, my B-Day month. Shout out to the Libras. Sebastian wanted to take me on a birthday dinner date. I told him no because I had plans, so he offered to just take me to brunch the day before. I said okay. But when he came to take me to brunch, I was still braiding my hair, so he just went to pick us something up. He came back with flowers and cupcakes as well as an actual cake and a little gift. I said thanks. We ate while I continued braiding my hair, and then he left. Great, get the fuck out. For my birthday, I got my kitten, Bailey. Oh, so that's the cat. That cat is so cute. He looks so happy. We got the little cat, Bailey, girl. And then my mom surprised me with a family trip. That's what's up. I asked Sebastian to watch little Bailey. Why are you asking him to do this stuff? Like, I get it. Forgiveness is such an awesome trait to have. Do not get me wrong. But I feel like this person is so verbally abusive. They do not deserve any ounce of kindness from you. They deserve isolation, shunning. Why are we still keeping him in the loop? Because the thing with, if he is a narcissist like you say he is, narcissists love still being relevant in your life, right? The worst thing to them is being ignored. That's like crippling to them, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he was all up in that girl Anna's face because she be ignoring him and be doing her own thing. She sounds like a little free-spirited little time, right? Sounds like she don't really want shit to do with him, and he was tripped up on her. So I asked Sebastian to watch the cat because he already had cats, so he had the equipment and everything for Bailey to enjoy. He agreed and sent me pictures and videos of her while I was gone. Later that month, about 2 weeks before my man and I made it official, Sebastian showed up at my apartment unexpectedly. Excuse you? He told me he missed me and that he was ready for real ready to work on things and that he still loves me. He invited me to a party with him and his friends. I said no because I had plans. He said, do these plans include another man? I would have said yes. Yes, it does. So, do you want to fight? No, I asked, why does it matter? He changed the subject and kept talking to me about what's been going on in his life and how great he feels. Before he left, he gave me a long peck and talk about he missed doing that and then left. Ew, that just gave me the ick. Fast forward, I get into my relationship and I tell my ex that I'm in a relationship now and want nothing to do with him romantically. Even if me and my man don't work out, there will never be an us again. He said, okay. Me and Sebastian spoke here and there, but not about much. He told me that he got his citizenship in January because he's European. Girl, I could tell like he looked like a Spaniard. I can't explain it. So, and then he got arrested the very next day for speeding. He said he was doing 176. He said his parents didn't know what was going on, and he was sorting it out by himself. Man child. Your parents, like, what? In May of 2024, I woke up to a DM request from a girl who I had remembered from Sebastian's Instagram following back when we were together. She claimed to be his most recent ex-girlfriend and that he stole over $600 from her. Wow. She said that she didn't think he was the man she originally thought he was, and she wanted to reach out to me to figure out what to do and get some clarity on things because she felt like he was lying about why we broke up. We got to talking, and I found out the following things. 1, he lied and told her that I cheated with my guy best friend, and that's why we broke up. What? That is insane. So he never told her about the arguing, which is the reason he gave me for us breaking up, because he didn't want her to realize that he was the problem. Apparently, they would have the same huge blow-up arguments, and he would blame her for being bipolar for why they always were arguing. The second thing was when he asked me to go get the cat with him and I said no, he brought her to get the cat instead. Why? Because she was already his girlfriend at that point. She said they were going to share the cat. Wow. Definitely a bum. Number 3, around the time he came to my house unannounced, he had found out that she cheated on him. So he was basically trying to run back to me to get back at her. At that point, I would have been like, baby girl, both of y'all are a fucking mess. Like, leave me alone. Like, because at least you knew about me. I did not know about you. Like, I don't know what's going on over there. Like, leave me alone, sis. The 4th thing was when I asked him to watch my cat, he made her watch my cat. That's how she was able to find me on Instagram. She saw my cat on my TikTok page that he followed and remembered my name. Oh my God, this dude is freaking crazy. No, for real, not my circus, not my monkeys. Like, why are you telling me, girl? What the fuck am I gonna do? Seems to me like you already figured it out. Like, you're telling me more information. It would be one thing if, like, you were letting her on game. You're really coming over here telling me all your business. Like, how could I help you? I don't understand. So the 5th thing is when he told me he got arrested for speeding, what actually happened was this. The two of them got into a huge argument and they broke up. They had gotten locked out of her apartment and he was trying to break the door down to get into her house to get their cat, which had now turned into his cat now that they were broken up. She was begging him to relax and just let her have one more night with the cat, and they couldn't get in the apartment until her roommate came home. So he called his mom and started telling her what happened, or his lying-ass version of events. And his mom told him to call the cops. So he did call the cops, and then he got arrested because he had a warrant. Girl. Not surprised. So I was pissed that he lied about me cheating on him. So I texted him and cussed him the fuck out. I had unsent it, but then he DM'd me on Instagram asking what I sent. So I resent it and then blocked him and his parents on everything. That was the last time I spoke to him. Fun fact, I moved into the same apartment complex as his parents this week. And I ran into his stepdad on the 2nd day. Oh my God, that's so awkward. A very awkward encounter was had. Yes, I knew they lived there. No, I didn't do it to be petty. The building and unit are a lot nicer than my old place, and I'm getting it for at least $200 less a month. I know that's right. I'm not going to let a bastard and the people that raised him stop me from getting a great deal on housing, period. But that is the story. I've included some screenshots of my messages with him and the ex-girlfriend. Oh my goodness. I've also included some pictures of the man by himself. Oh my God. There's also a picture of me and my man on our 1-year anniversary. So this is your new man. So you just got to type. You like white boys with dark features. Because I was about to say, it's like a whole 180. Like the dude that you're with where you're smiling, this looks like the black girl effect. Like he got a little bit of muscle on him, you know, like this other dude, The one that looked like Reed. Run. Run, girl. Run. I was gonna say that tattoo that that Reed 2.0 got doesn't really match the aesthetic of the man you're smiling with in the picture. Lastly, I include a couple pictures of me on my solo trip to Japan. That looks beautiful. Not even gonna hold you. Wow. One thing about it, one monkey don't stop no motherfucking show, period. I vlogged the whole thing. You already know I'm about to go watch. I'm about to go see because I'm nosy. Let's get into these text messages because he just looks like he would say some dumb shit. Like, hey, person who sent in the story, can I talk to you? You don't know me, but I dated Sebastian, aka Reed 2.0, this last year after you guys broke up, and I'm afraid I don't know what I got myself into, babes. Girl, my thing is, you got with him last year. You don't know what you into yet, sis? Really, you don't know? It seems to me like you in it and you're like, damn, am I tripping? Did you go through this too? You said, what happened? What's tea? Are you good? No, for real. Like, did he hurt you? Like, what the fuck? Yes, I'm okay. I just don't think I ever really knew him. And I wanted to know the real reason you broke up with him because I feel like he lied. But right now, he stole $135 from me. Why is he a fucking thief? No, for real. Like, sis, why are you hitting me up? Talking about womp womp. What the fuck? But right now, he stole $130 from me because he said he was going to get me some carts. Like, and that's another thing. Y'all sound like some fucking basers, bro. Like, my girl over here with a college degree, traveling the world. Like, bitch, I stay where your parents stay at. Like, get your money up. Y'all over here talking about fucking carts and $135? Like, come on now. It's been over a month and he keeps being shady. I've asked him multiple times to just send the money back. Instead, he gives me the excuse that not until I sell these carts. Like, what the fuck do y'all got going on? Oh my gosh, I almost spilt my water trying to get comfortable. But I have a feeling he doesn't even have them and he's just manipulating me. And then on top of that, I gave him $470. Oh my God. For a tow in January that he said he would pay me back for, and I don't think he ever will. Girl, that was a donation. He ain't giving that shit back. Blah, blah, blah. Is this just him? Is he one of those guys that says things and never follows through? Baby, it's been a year. Here, I'm going to give some free big sis advice for anybody out there. So, what they say is 3 months until you give up the cookie, right? But if you really want to know how they're going to be permanently, wait for the 6-month mark because it's really, really hard to keep up a facade for that long, right? 3 months should give you enough time to do like your background checks, make sure you don't got nothing and all that, right? But if you really want to see like somebody's patterns and if they're faking the funk or like how they really act, give it 6 months. At least 2.5 seasonal changes happen in 6 months, right? Like, I just don't see how you've been with somebody for this fucking long and you over here asking me, like what? Like, girl, you know him better than me. Like, I don't know, like, was he selling fucking carts when he was with you? Like, that's some baser activity. And no shade, because I used to recycle little soda bottles and stuff when I was a kid for, you know, money and shit. No shade, but it's giving like that type of energy. Like, you over here selling carts, like a baser. Like, what? I don't know who to talk to or what to do. Oh, God. Where are your parents or your friends? He keeps prolonging it, claiming I'm harassing him when all I want is what's mine. If he wants me to leave him alone so bad, why would he not give me my stuff or the money? Should I just give up? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Honestly, I don't know much about the drug dealing. No, for real. Like, girl, y'all are on a completely different type of time. He didn't do that when we were together, girl. He was completely unemployed. Oh, wow. The entire time we were together. I tried to break up with him multiple times throughout our relationship because I was stressed with school and work, and then would have to come home and take care of him like he was a damn child on top of that. He'd cry and throw up, and I'd be guilt tripped into staying with him. Also, if you don't mind me asking, why did he say we broke up? Oh, all we ever did was argue. I thought it was because of me, but I never used to argue in my past relationships, and he just gaslit me into thinking it was all because of me, but it takes two to argue, and I'm bipolar, so of course I believe him because I know that I could be a bit much. And he told me you had cheated on him with your best friend, but he also mentioned that you guys weren't working, but never that it was because of the arguing. Yeah, I bet you he didn't. Yeah, he did that. Oh my gosh, y'all. So, like, these people have been painting my house for like 3 fucking weeks, bitch. So if you hear people banging on the wall, they just banged the ladder against my fucking wall. So sorry. I don't even think y'all could have heard it though. I don't think it picked up. But if it did, that's what that was. Anyway, I've gotten checked regularly even when we were together because I've also had an ex that gave me that shit. I don't trust anyone for real. Do you think he was cheating on me the entire time? To be fair, I did cheat on him technically when we first started. So he got his karma, don't worry. And I just said that about this dude, but the girl, Anna, seems so out of his league, I didn't think much about it. Didn't I say that? I bet you Anna pays him fucking dust, and that's why he's obsessed with her. Narcissists hate being ignored. I bet you that girl be charging him to the game. Like, I wanted to reach out to you sooner, but when I found out that the cat was yours, because at the time he told me that she was just a friend and we needed to take care of her, but I was scared to reach out. And he hangs around with just not good people, and I wanted it to not be true that he was just like them. But of course he's just like them. They're his friends. They encourage him if anything. I was about to say, because not one of his friends felt the need to hit you up when you were dating him, like, and she actually met them and she thinks they're fucking awful. His friends probably condoned any type of flirty behavior with Anna. One time I was taking care of, I think this is the cat, their cat, but me and old dude got in a fight and broke up, and he called the cops on me because I wanted one more night with the cat because I thought I wasn't going to see the cat, but he ended up getting arrested because of the warrant. That's when I gave him that money for his tow because he didn't have any, and I just know he tells his mom all the bad things about me, but never what he does too. Wait, so he got arrested because he had a warrant, not because the cops found a cart in his car after he got pulled over for doing 170 and a 50, because that's what he told her. Well, this was back in January, and the cops told me it was because of the warrant. His dad was literally the one that picked him up, or at least that's what he told me. He'd driven from, he was fighting me that night and told him to just know that this is really freaking far from where they're at, like hours away. She was the one that told him to call the cops, but he didn't ask for the money specifically. He just gaslit me and manipulated me, saying how I made him lose everything, all his money and his citizenship. So I felt so bad because I didn't mean for any of it to happen. I told him he's a pathological liar and needs help, to the point where I think he believes them himself. And then also, like, culturally, like, being like a son in a family like that, I could see his parents giving him a slap on the wrist and like his whole life being given the green light to be, you know, inappropriate. Crazy. You said that's what the fuck she gets. I know that's right. And it was literally all that just to avoid telling me he had a girlfriend. Like, what was the reason? Oh, so then she texts the dude. Wait a minute. I knew you were a POS, but I didn't think it was that bad. To go to Dallas and cheat on me consistently with God knows who almost gave me that thing, then lie and say it was sharing blunts and bottles. Then proceed to start seeing and smash other girls while actively guilt tripping me for seeing other people, for requests that were on a break, so you could go smash other girls and I wouldn't be able to do anything, and then get in a full-blown relationship and have a side bitch while telling me you want to work things out. And on top of it all, you go tell everyone that I cheated on you with the bestie when you were literally smashing your best friend. You are genuine scum. I'm not even angry, just disappointed that every single thing I accused you of was true. And despite you straight up freaking lying and playing in my face like I was an idiot, you're just like your daddy. Damn. Angry, perpetually lying, mean, and addicted to the devil's lettuce. Oh my gosh. Y'all said she should have sent the voice note. I agree. Oh my gosh. If you ever want to know whether you were the problem, I've known my boyfriend for almost a year now, and we have not had a single argument. You were with your ex for a few months and had the same screaming matches you had with me, using the same gaslighting lines on her that you used on me. You made me think I was crazy, and the whole time, it was you. Who's really the one that can't have a normal convo in a healthy relationship? You don't got no job, damn. No car, damn. And for the majority of our relationship, no home training, damn. And constantly making things harder for me and my home life while I'm stressed out and depressed over work and school. You persistently hold grudges, project your issues and insecurities onto me so you wouldn't have to acknowledge just how much work you need to do on yourself. You are not a good person. Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Bumbleclot. That left me speechless. I'm gagged. Wow. Oh, and here are some of the lies. She sent me, the next few slides are just some of the lies that he would send her, okay? So just because I guess she felt a little bad when she like tore into him like that, but I feel like it's justified. This dude sucks. But these are some of the lies. I got a God tier internship, but it's out of state, so I can go smash Anna. Just kidding. I got my triad citizenship. Oh shit. What is it for and where at? Arizona. Congrats. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, $106 an hour. My broke ass that hasn't had a job ever in the 3.5 years you've known me, but I have all these fucking references. Yeah, right, dude. Like, thanks. I went to jail the exact same day. Like, why are we bragging about going to jail? Like, this is just bum behavior. Like, what is wrong with him? Tomorrow, yay me, I went to jail. What did you go to jail for? I'm so proud of you. How long will you be in Arizona? Oh, for what? 176. Just for the summer. Oh, he was driving 176. That's another thing. What type of vehicle do you have? You're going 176? Don't y'all say he's selling pussy. God tier internship is kind of a crazy statement. That's how you just know he lying. Like, what type of paid internship giving you over $100 an hour being out of work for damn near half a decade? Like, that doesn't make sense. Why were you going that fast? You be stressing your mom out for no reason. I upgraded the twin turbos and got a new... Bro, you are such a head ass, bro. Ew. Ew. The whole point of this, I'm guessing the break, is that we weren't supposed to talk. You know, the self-restraint I had to build up to not hit you up. Boy, shut up. The whole point was that we have a clean break until we're ready. I had the best friend list. I had to be the best friend list and woman list for those 3 months. Sir, are you sick? Like, he needs to be put away. So because you refuse to call Anna a girl that you sleeping with, you just classify her as best friend. So you're like, I had to be best friendless and womanless. Anna is a woman that you are consistently doing something with. Like, what? And this is the time period if I'm not mistaken, of when he started dating the girl that he had watching her cat. I told you several times that that's what you wanted. You impose those restrictions on yourself. You could have hit me up at any time. Yeah, but whenever we talk, we argue. The point of the break is a clean start, and I never knew you were talking to dudes. Boy, shut up. Like, shut up. Who cares? Who cares, bro? Wait, why do you want to see me if you're talking to people? It's not that. I thought we were going to get back together. That can't happen if you're chasing a relationship. Like, bro, block this dude. I cannot stand him, bro. I just want him gone. Is this the last one? Is there anything else? And then he don't even be like responding back to your messages for real. That's how I know he just looked at this read. Where is it at? The legendary read, this one. And just probably rolled over and went on with his day. Like, you have to if you really want to get under his skin, you have to ignore him. And I know it's been a minute and you got a new man, so I'm really hoping that you're ignoring him. Because he definitely is playing games on your phone at this point. Like, why are we even playing with him? But yeah, she said, thank you guys for reading. And if you haven't already, I think you should read Viola Davis's memoir. You might like it. I actually have her memoir in my wish list with my books. I did peep. It does look very interesting, and I heard it's pretty good. So thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you so much for sending in your story. I really hope that you and your new boo are going strong and that you have completely cut this dude off. Like, I know like people like to have this whole, I don't even know what to call it. Not pride, but like virtue complex of, oh, me and my ex are just like so good. We're on like such good terms, you know, like we're just such good friends. I'm going to invite my ex to my wedding. That's just like how over it we are. I'm so sorry, but that is like some American bullshit that I just like don't subscribe to. I am very like, I don't care if y'all, and this is how I knew from a young age I cannot be in a relationship with somebody with children, because the only way that your ex should still be in your life is if you have a child with them. You don't got no child with them. Why are you here? Like, what the hell? What was that? What TV show was that? Was it 90 Day Fiance the other way or something? Let me know if y'all know but it was a dude who didn't tell his new fiance that, what's it called? Oh, I'm cool with my best friend, and I just have to tell you that, and we still talk, and oh no, I'm cool with my ex and we're best friends, and I just want to tell you that, and we're still cool with that, and I want you guys to meet. And she was like, absolutely not. I will pluck all of your eyeballs out, you and hers, and I will eat them. Like, please don't ever try me with that shit ever again. Like, and I felt her, because it's like, what is this? And she even said straight up, she's like, you guys have fucked before. Like, why would I want to be cool with, like, what is that? Like, that is just, I just feel like that's like some American shit. Like, because I don't see any other countries where, like, that is appropriate. Please educate me. I would love to look some stuff up. Like, please educate me if there's something different. But absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the person who wrote in, what's up, friend? We said this is my story. I sent in an update. I'm not sure if you got it. Yes, I did see the update with the screenshots of him lying. I just went through it, but I didn't get. Oh, the update was in yesterday. I'm going to save the update so that I can get to the other stories, but I did get it. So I'm going to mark it as unread, and then I can read it in the next stream. But don't worry, I did get it, because sometimes these things do be getting lost in the sauce. But let me see. No, for real, like, if you smash, you are not friends. That's how I feel, too. Because there's always going to be that, oh, what if factor, or, like, you're going to think about it. Like, you're going to think about those moments, bruh. Like, I'm not fully into the whole soul tie thing, but I will acknowledge, like, Yes, bro, that shit does stick with you. You do think about, like, you do have flashbacks and stuff whenever people ask you certain questions about, like, your sexual history. So if you have somebody that's that close to you and you seeing that and you know them that way, like, fuck no. Nope. Absolutely not. She said, don't worry, y'all. I blocked him on everything. Even re-downloaded Snapchat to block him there, too. That part. Like, get out of here, sir. I'm glad that is how that ended. Because he was just getting off on the proximity at that point. Like, he doesn't own shit. He needs to get over himself. For real. You said Jasmine and Gino. Let me see. Hold on. Which phone? Yes. No. Yeah. No, that is her. At least that's the girl. I don't know if that's the dude. Is that the dude? I could have sworn the dude was younger looking than that. Why does he look like that? Ew. So it's like this bombshell, dark hair, red lip, and then like a gnome. So unfortunate. You said he always looked like that? He just looked rough. You said, I thought it was Magda. Let me see if that's her. Because I could have sworn the dude, like, they were young. It's the new couple, Magda. And who? What's her man's name? Magda and who? My 90 Day Fiance. So it was 90 Day Fiance? This looks like it was her. This looks like her. And they were in the car, right? And he was just like, I just don't get, like, why, on some narky shit, trying to push her boundary. And she just kept snapping. She's just like, absolutely not. I don't ever want to see her. I don't ever want you to talk about her. And actually, now that we're on the topic, it's either me or her, or I'm going home. Period. Like, what are we doing? And she even said, like, is this just what y'all do in America? Like, that's weird. Like, that is just a breeding ground for insecurity. And I feel her. I'm like, nah, for real. You don't got no kids with this bitch. Like, what are we doing? Why are we playing? John and Magda. No, that made me like her. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. But thank you so much for sending your story. Let me know if any of you guys have been through anything similar in the comments. I would love to hear it. We are dropping all dead weight, all 2025. We're ghosting all narcs. Like, we're not doing that. This next story is like super, super short compared to the long one we just read. And it's called, I Almost Opened a Business for a Tinder Guy. Make sure you guys like the stream if you just got up in here. Make sure you like the stream if you like the stream. I almost opened a business for a Tinder guy. Y'all still on these damn apps. I'm telling y'all. Stop it. Hey, Naja. Hey, friend. I have been watching you since the nipple piercing video. Oh, my God. And I have since then watched all of your content. Well, thank you so much for supporting me over the years and through all my little phases, child. I have a wild Tinder story. So in 2019, I matched with this guy from the UK. Okay. Let's call him David. Girl, we fell hard. We texted every day and it was a rush. One thing, he would always flex his money and would send me his bank statements. Okay. He said he worked for an IT company and wanted to open up a business in the United States, and he convinced me to help him do it. And I almost went through with it. Girl, he's scamming you. He is scamming you. Like, wait a minute. There's literally only 4 more sentences of this story, and I already know this is a scam. You got all this money, and you're sending me your bank statements for what? And then you talking about you want me to open up a business for you in the United States. Mr. Moneybags, Mr. Big Business, why do you need little old me to help you open up So I almost went through with it. When I came to my senses, I told him he seems crazy for doing that. And he said he did nothing wrong. We stopped talking for about a year, and we've been on and off since. And then he lost everything. I have BPD and other mental health issues that I'm always working on, and I have feelings for him, but he will just go months without talking to me and claim it's because his job or he gets a fever. I don't know what to do. Please be kind. I am fragile. Okay, I got some advice for you, girlie. Don't worry. I'm not going to chew you up. I'm not going to chew you out. So I think this person is a scammer. I think this person is a scammer in one way or another. Because let's go back. He works for an IT company and wants me to open up a business in the United States. He convinced me to help him do it, and I almost went through with it. When I came to my senses and told him I didn't want to and that he seems crazy for doing that, he said he was doing nothing wrong, so we just stopped talking for a year. But we've been on and off since, and then he lost everything. So in that time where you guys were on and off, was he also asking you to do financial favors? Like, was it actually romantic, or because, you know, and I'm not a therapist or nothing, girl. You said you have BPD. Do you think that maybe him just constantly reaching out to you and stuff like that made it seem like there was like an attraction or something there? Like, what was it that made you be like, okay, I really like him, you know, like, because it's just giving that he's just trying to be an opportunist, you know? And that's another thing. No, like somebody said in the chat, like, what were you doing in that year without him? And then how did he make himself known again? Like, is he actually like romancing you? Have you seen any pictures of him? Have you guys talked FaceTime? Or has it just been through the app and text message, you know? Talking about we texted every day and it was a rush. I think that might be like why you're kind of stuck on him, right? But I don't know. This dude just seems a little sketchy to me. Let me see what the chat has to say. Kyla says that might just be his copy paste scam story, right? It could just be getting into a romance scam. He might not even be in the UK. He might be a Nigerian scammer or something, Turkish scammer, Russian scammer. They're talking about BPD gang in the chat. It said, bro, LLCs cost money. Hell no. That was what I thought too. Like, so you want the business in my name or yours? And then like, how are you just want me to wash money for you? Like, it's just weird. But yeah, do not text these men, girl. It's giving UK Prince or something. Tinder swindler. Man, you said you got scammed, banned from Venmo and Cash App and PayPal. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. We got a little Cash App scam in my house, like right around Christmas time. I was like so irritated. Like, really? Y'all scamming? This is scamming season. Y'all trying to get them what you call them Christmas presents. My bad, I had a blank. You said registering LLCs is free $99, but dude is a scammer. So in some states, like in Florida, you have to actually get like a business license, and I want to say it's around like $300-$400 a year. Like, it costs some bread to be legitimate for sure, but it's just odd that like you're a businessman, you got all this money, but you can't come to the US yourself and establish things yourself and have a team yourself. You just have some random girl. Like, you get what I'm saying? He's sketchy. He's very sketchy, friend. I would just ask him straight up, like, what is your goal? What do you want from me? Let me know in the comments what you think that's about, or if you've ever experienced something similar, like somebody asking you something similar, and what happened? Like, how far did it go? Do y'all think it's a scam? Do y'all think it's for real? Let us know, because I've never heard of somebody on Tinder trying to convince women to do business ventures for them. Like, isn't it giving I'm a Saudi prince and I need you to open a bank account so I can put my millions in type thing? Like, I don't know. But let's get on to this next story. Make sure you guys like the live. I know we've been in here for a little minute. So this one is called My Whole High School Hates Me, not a little baby tribe member. No. They said, my story starts out my junior year. It was the second half of the year and things were going good until people started spreading rumors about me. And it started with them saying that I said some boys were mind you, this is a boy that's sending me this in. They're saying I said that some boys were DL, which some were made. Hold on, I'm going to read this all over again, sweet baby. Hold on, let me get my Monique voice on. What's going on, sweet baby? Things were going good until people started spreading rumors about me. It started with them saying that I said some boys were DL, which some were, but some were made up unnecessary lies along with it. So some of the boys were DL and some weren't. People started spreading rumors about me, saying that I said some boys were DL. Friend, did you say that? Now we're switching to my Azalea Banks voice. Okay. Did you say it? But did you say it? And unfortunately, the way that high school and, you know, that was a long time for me, child. That was a long time ago. But I remember the pettiness of it. And like, you say it to one person everybody knows. Did you just say it to like one of your little girlfriends or something? Or like, because what are we doing here? So, oh, and just a little story time. I remember when I was in high school, something similar happened to my gay best friend that I had growing up. And there was this girl. Ooh, and it's so interesting how the life works, bro. Like, life is crazy as hell. This one girl, she basically on some pick me shit. I feel like I told this story already. On some pick me shit, she told on gym period. It was our gym period. And like, she told all the boys in the locker room, why her fast ass was even near the locker room, I don't know. She told the boys that my DL friend liked them or something like that. Was like, yeah, he said that he liked y'all and that some of y'all liked them, whatever. Just completely, she did lie. Like, now this person was a liar also, but like, I was standing there with them. There was no way that they could have possibly started this massive rumor. It wasn't even a rumor. She just made it up to start some drama. And sure enough, the dudes were like looking at him crazy and stuff and like just wanted to be away from him. But it was dangerous because those boys could have easily just like jumped him or something like that. So we're over here getting heated at her like, oh, that's a fake bitch. Like, what the fuck? And she went around the school saying, well, what is he going to do? Beat me up? He's gay, but he's a boy. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you know how life works, bro? I don't know about y'all, but where I live, like, criminal records are public. And, like, my friend and I just went, like, on, like, a searching spree one day, bro. And they were like, oh, do you remember this girl? I was like, oh, yeah. They looked them up, bro. Let's just say life be lifing, bro. Life be lifing, bro. If you ever want a good key, bro, look up people you went to high school with. If you're like my age, though, like you're like far removed type shit, like, and see what type of adult they've turned into. It'll really give you a whole new perspective, bro. Like, but yeah, not trying to minimize that this could get serious, but I'm just like, bro, did you say it? Like, did you say something? So our friend here said, at first I brushed it off and I didn't let it get to me, but I soon realized the reason the school started turning against me is because I had asked an ex for his number in class since I didn't have it, and he told me he would give it to me later, but he didn't. Then after, the whole school was acting weird. Since then, so now I'm in survival mode. I started popping my shit in my stories, standing up for myself and not letting it get to me. But then one day I went to school and everybody was talking about jumping me. And I didn't feel like nobody was on my side at the time. Friend, what is going on for real? I feel like you're leaving something out. Like, you don't got not one girly pop that you're besties with? Like, not one? Like, and do you like live in like a homophobic place, like a homophobic state or town or something like that, where like you don't, it's not accepted or anything? Because I will say, in the story that I said, we were in a blue county. Like, there were people going to that school who had gay parents and like who had 2 dads and 2 moms that had to pick them up from school. So like, it's not like it was that much of a, it's just like, I don't want to be with him. Like, whatever, move on my life. But do you live in a place where like you could get like persecuted? Like, you talking about the whole school want to jump you? Like, what happened? What happened? So I got signed out of school and I don't come back until the near end of the year due to having a mental breakdown. Aw, friend. So now I got junior year finished and it was on to senior year. Senior year started off okay, but then weird shit started happening again. I was dealing with my first love and he was even talking to me at school. So after 2 months, we stopped talking. People also started rumors again. So that created more problems. Then my friend tells me he pops out with a new girlfriend and I was hurt and mad at first. But after a couple of days, I felt better. That Friday, I get to school. I go to the lounge during lunch and a boy I already didn't like confronts me and asks if I'm posting about his friend, which was my first love. And I responded like, if I did, then it popped off from there. Some words exchanged, but nobody has yet to fight me. But the constant harassing and messiness hasn't stopped, and they've been talking-ish ever since. So now I'm here, and I don't know what to do. Oh, my goodness, friend. P.S. I discovered your channel last year, and I've been following you ever since. I love your videos. You're like my only friend during these hard times. Oh, little friend, no. Oh, thank you for posting content. I hope you continue to do great. And here is a picture of them. Oh, I love the green. I had green hair when I was your age, too, bestie. Love it. Love the green. Yeah. Friend, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you now. I'm gonna keep it such a bean with you. What I think is happening, unfortunately, is, and this goes for hetero teenagers too, like, but of course we don't ever want to listen to our parents, but school is not the Bachelorette. High school is not the dating game. Like, you really shouldn't be getting these little boyfriends, little girlfriends up in school because it causes this type of unnecessary drama. Because it seems to me like you're getting the same amount of drama that somebody else would get just by dating. But because you are a part of the LGBTQ, it's like, it's a little bit more prickly. And then also there aren't a lot of gay people or openly gay people in your age bracket, so it kind of leaves you more susceptible to grooming. So I don't want to just be like, don't date in school, date outside school. I would just advise you to like focus on getting out of school. You're a senior. Let's graduate. You're never going to see any of these people again, and then you're going to be an adult in the real world where people are out of the closet. People are still going to be DL, but now you're going to have a bigger dating pool to where you don't have to date people who are still coming to terms with their own sexuality. Like, you remind me a lot of my old best friend in the sense where like you're not easily passable to be masculine. Like, it's evident that you are queer, right? So somebody like you, it's probably more accepting for the people around you to be like, oh, well, you know, so-and-so, they're gay, you know, whereas probably some of the guys that you're dating are more on the masculine side, more on the, probably you wouldn't know that they had interest, right? And I feel like when they feel like they're getting pulled out the closet, that's when they start threatening violence and all of that shit. So just to be on the safe side, I just like wouldn't date while you're in high school. You're a senior. You only got a few more months to go. You know, just the only job you got to do is go to school, get them grades, get the fuck out. Because people are going to hate on you your whole life. But it's just not normal for the whole school to be ganged up on you. That's why I'm wondering, are you in a community where like it's not acceptable, or like there isn't a tolerance for gay people? Like, because damn, they going hard. Kyla said, unpopular opinion, if you're in high school, you're probably not even DL. You're just closeted. No, I agree, because you're still coming to terms with your own sexuality. You don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, Beloved says, so you asked an ex for their number and the whole school hated you? That's what I'm saying. It's just given, like, you know how it's given, like, maybe the dude you asked for the number, somebody else had a crush on them, or, like, just, like, little stupid shit, right? It's high school. All that shit is stupid. That's why I'm like, I really wish I would have listened to my mom. Don't date in high school. And that's another thing. What can these little boys that you get in their phone number, do they got a car? Do they got a job? Like, what are they offering you? Do they want to go to school? Like, do they want anything for their life? What, like, you're all kids. You're all kids. Let's see, what else? It says, it sounds like our friend is possibly the messy one. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I won't take it lightly that you have been getting, like, ganged up on for at least, like, a year, you know? Like, just take solace that high school is almost over. And when you get in the real world, it's not going to be all that when it comes to, like, who is dating who, right? Kyla said, high school is just homophobic in general. No, for real, because nobody wants to be on the outlier. Everybody wants to be conformed. Nobody wants to be different, for real, and that's normal. Ice says, worrying about this will mess with your mental health. No, for real. Focus on school and allow people to come out on their own terms. That's how I feel, too, because that high school shit is for the fucking birds. I didn't even go to my 10-year reunion. Like, like, trust me, it's such a phase. It's literally a phase. And you could tell the people who are going to be like, that's the best years of their life. You could just tell, like, bruh, when you're in it. And don't worry. Like I said, in 10 years, you're going to look back and you're going to go on the jail database and look up these people that you talking about. And they going to have hella baby daddies, hella warrants. They going to be beating up side bitches, doing OnlyFans. Bruh, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, damn, I was really tripping over this for what? Like, I'm telling you. Yes, somebody in the chat said being gay in high school is so ghetto, bruh. Just keep moving forward. Just keep it trucking. I know that's right. If y'all have any more advice for them, please leave it in the comments below. I know they would very much appreciate it. In high school, it's very cringe looking back. Do not go to the reunion, bro. Don't do it, bruh. Don't do it. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, don't hear me out. If you do it, go to, like, the 20-year reunion. So, like, y'all can all be like, I don't know. Do they even have 20-year reunion? It's just, I feel like 10 years just isn't long enough, bro. Like, why do you think I would have come back? Oh, my gosh. All right, let's get to this next story. I've been trying to read this story for some time. This is my biggest red flag, okay? Make sure you guys like the live. Thank you guys so much for contributing in the chat. I really appreciate it. Let's get into this next one. My biggest red flag. All right. This person said, hey, Naja. Hey, Tribe. I wrote in the story, I almost broke up with him over a restaurant reservation. I do remember that. I love the advice that was shared for my last story and the insight you and the tribe had to offer. Even though I know what happened wasn't my fault, during the first few months of the breakup, I couldn't help feeling like a failure. So it's nice to hear unbiased opinions on the situation. No problem, girl. That is what we are here for. Just to reassure the chat, because I saw some people stressing, yes, I made that person an ex, and that person will stay an ex because there's no way in hell I'd date somebody like that again. However, I have plenty more stories about this man since we dated for 2 years. And as I mentioned, there were hundreds of uncomfortable/dramatic situations he put me through during our time together. The one I'm writing about today was actually after our breakup, and I found out all the tea by happenstance. And happenstance, ooh, okay. It just so happened to by circumstance. Is that what that means? Ooh, okay. What is that? Where is that slang from? I like that one. I believe in my last entry, I told you guys how I was a law student. Well, now I am officially a graduate. I know that's right. And I have taken the bar exam. Go ahead. My results came back by the 8th of October, and I am proud to report that I passed. I know that's right. So now I can pretty much officially say that I am a lawyer. Yes! I love it when you guys tell me about your educational success. That's just like everything to me. So the timing of this story actually took place during my first year at law school. My school was out of state, and I was fortunate enough to get a full ride to an Ivy League university. It's not far from my hometown. It's about 2 hours, but my mom is disabled, and I don't have a good relationship with my father, and my older brother, who we're going to call Ted, was a lead at his job, so oftentimes he was too busy to pack up mom and come visit me at my apartment. Ted was also helping me pay for the housing and any materials I need, like for food or bills. So because of how hard Ted worked, I felt like I couldn't or shouldn't complain about how they never came to see me at school. Like in the 3 years, they probably only visited me 4 or 5 times. Damn. However, if I'm being honest, because of that, I felt so isolated and incredibly lonely. I won't go into my details about my experience at the school because that's like a whole story in itself. But I just wanted to give you some background on my emotional state at the time. I was just isolated, lonely, and homesick. So I'm a type A person, so to cope with that, I just threw myself into schoolwork. And I guess it worked out well for me since I ended up graduating with some of the highest marks. Okay. But because of this, I started to neglect my health, both physical and mental. By the time my first year at school was coming to close, the stress took a toll on me, and I still had 2 more years of school left, so I needed to get my shit together. My mom was insistent that I give myself more breaks and said if I could manage the commute, I should come home on the weekends. That's a lot of driving, though. 2 hours, that's like 2 hours on Friday, and then you spend the weekend and then 2 more hours of driving on Sunday. That's a lot. So when the spring semester of my first year came to a close, I asked my school advisor to allow me to take 2 online summer courses so that she could work through the summer and winter break to get an early graduation. Damn. Once that was set, I packed my stuff, drove home, and spent the whole summer in my hometown. I'd get my schoolwork done, and when I'd feel overwhelmed, I would take breaks to spend time with friends who were available, or I'd take my mom out on little dates. That's nice. That's nice, girl. One day I was home alone, and my mom was at a PT appointment, and my brother was at work. Oh, physical therapy. She was at a physical therapy appointment. And I was taking a snack break from writing an assignment I had due for one of my classes. And as I was eating, I took out my phone to scroll on TikTok. I want to backtrack a bit to let y'all know that when the breakup between the dude that I was talking about at the beginning and I happened, I blocked him. All his friends, all his mutuals that we both had, and his family off of all my social media. I also blocked and deleted any mutual contacts I may have saved on my iPhone. Period. Now that is a block. Damn. So as I'm scrolling on TikTok, this podcast popped up on my For You page. 2 mediocre white dudes with microphones sat at a table talking about their lackluster opinions. And even though I'd scroll past something like this time and time again, this time I did not because they looked familiar. I sat there staring at me until it finally clicked that these were some quote-unquote friends of B, aka my ex. Oh no. I didn't have any issues with these guys in particular. They were always nice to me when I was dating B and would even engage with me during get-togethers instead of excluding me like the 2 girls in B's other friend group. I was feeling nosy, so I clicked on their TikTok page and saw that they were a new podcast with only a few episodes out. They didn't have many views, so at the time I hearted the clip I had just watched and decided to scroll through to see if any other clips would catch my attention. Well, I bit off more than I could chew because I went to some of the very first episode clips and they had a TikTok up with a third party, a podcast guest, if you will, sitting with them. It was my ex. And the episode he was a guest on was titled Relationships and Relationship Advice featuring B. Oh my God. He tribe teed you in reverse. Oh my God, girl, he got you back. He got you back for tribe teeing him. I had a pit in my stomach. And even though maybe I shouldn't have, I clicked on the 5-minute TikTok. What I had heard in that little snippet made my blood boil. Girl, he must have really thought he was scot-free because you blocked everybody. But when you get a new phone, it geolocates. So somebody in your area that, you know, you'll see it. Oh my gosh. And then he on there selling out. And it's episode 1. That's why I'm like, did he know that he had a Tribe T segment on his ass or something? Like, because why are you over here trying to go on somebody's podcast? And not only that, but you're showing your whole fucking face and, like, your name. And, like, oh, yeah, if you want to go look, y'all know who I was in a relationship with last. Like, at least when you hit me up, it's anonymous. Sir. You geotagged, showing your face, saying your real name, like, oh my gosh. What did he say? What did he say? Oh my gosh. They were mid-convo. My ex was speaking and he was saying something personal about me. He was referring to my SA. Oh my God, girl. The way I would have, like, privacy complaint that video. Like, bruh. Why are you telling her personal information that has nothing to do with your relationship? So, yes, like you guys said in the last video, he was indeed spreading my business everywhere. I was enraged, and I immediately went to YouTube to find the podcast. I sat through almost 3 painful hours of these losers talking about how to have a healthy relationship. It's ironic and pathetic because at the time of knowing them, the 2 boys who hosted the podcast were single. In the podcast episode, all 3 mentioned how they are single at the moment. And as far as I'm aware, in current times, they are still single. Except, oh my God, except my ex who is 28, almost 29, dating an 18-year-old. Who he started messing with when she was in high school. Oh, they sound like podcast bros all the way. This sounds like your average podcast bro. Like, no, for real, ban the man with the mic at this point. Because what do you mean? Girl, I hope you put a link to did you put a link to the pod at the end? I was about to say, I will go over there right now and be like, bro, y'all need to return them mics. Like, why would you do that? I'd be like, bro, where's your wives? Do you guys have wives? I would love to, you know, have your wives on the show so we can hear their perspective. Oh, you don't even have a girlfriend. Oh, and then you literally have a little girlfriend. You got a statutory situation going on up there. Okay. Like, what? B spoke so lowly of me and spilled my info about my home life, my essay, other deeply personal parts of my business. To give him some credit, he never mentioned me by name, but this man only dated 1 other girl before me. And at the time of filming the pod, he was claiming he was single. So any mutuals of our past or present would automatically be able to connect the dots that he was talking about me. I was so humiliated and so angry, I was practically vibrating. I definitely disassociated and had to rewatch the video a few times because I kept zoning out, missing what he was saying. Now, Naja, I want to preface the rest of this story by saying I am completely over this situation. Of course, I'm still upset about my private info being shared, and I'll never forgive him for speaking ill of me. However, I could honestly say that I refuse to allow this incident to bother me for too long. In fact, when I told my family and friends and showed them the video, they were more upset than I had been, and they still hold a grudge about it to today, especially my mom. My mom even wanted me to see an attorney to see if I could threaten B with a cease and desist. Anyway, it's time to bring this already long story to a close and finally tie it into the title. So literally all you can do is just let it run its course. There's really no cease and desist you could really do other than to just scare them. Like your mom said, you could scare them with a cease and desist, but that's costing money to just scare somebody who the world is going to do what they're going to do. Is he a famous podcaster? Do I know who he is? Do y'all know who he is? Does this ring any bell? Like, you get what I'm saying? He's already getting his consequences. So what is, I feel you, where it's like, no, I'm just going to leave this alone. Your podcast dreams went nowhere, and then you had to use me for clout because literally episode 1 was you making this. It's not like you got on the pod, oh yeah, you know, I like to take girls here on a date, since the whole pod's about relationships. I like to write poems. I think that's an old school thing men don't do anymore. Nope. Episode 1, season 1, podcast 1. Let's talk about this ex. Like, damn. For 3 hours. Wow. So the title of this story comes from one segment in the podcast that was ultimately so hilariously delusional, it immediately turned my rage into laughter. The boys started talking about red flags. And my ex B goes on to explain how the first red flag in our relationship was that I didn't want to let him drink and drive. I didn't want to let him drink and drive after a New Year's Eve party, and that's a red flag. Okay. To summarize, B wanted to go to a New Year's Eve party hosted in the basement of one of the girlfriends he had that didn't like me, and I was not going. I wasn't upset that he wanted to party, and the reason I didn't want to go was because I had some family plans I made. B was insisting he'd only hang out for a bit and then come over to my house to see my fam and give me a New Year's kiss. I said he could do whatever he wants, but if he was thinking of driving to me, as I live 30 minutes from where the party was happening, that I'd prefer he didn't drink and drive. So he had a bad habit of not knowing when his limit was, and he would still recklessly get behind the wheel of a car while intoxicated. Like, bro, the red flag on the podcast is crazy. He has several incidents of drunk driving. B got upset. We argued. Some other circumstances out of anyone's control ended up happening, and he never went to the party. I guess he still blames me for it, though. I still do think it's hilarious, especially watching a grown man and his 2 friends try and twist the narrative of why that would make me controlling. No, seriously, like, how old are you, sir? You're almost 30 years old, and you don't think that drunk driving can kill people? Y'all are funny. Y'all said the way I would have called the police on them while they was driving. Like, here's his license plate. He's swerving. Like, he is a danger to himself and others. Like, what are we doing? Fast forward to today, I have an inside joke with friends and family that I'd be a bad person if I didn't let them drink and drive. Like, oh no, girl, you need a shot for the road. Don't leave. It always comes up during holidays when the parties start happening. And anytime I'm reminded of the incident, it still makes me laugh. And you sent me some pictures of yourself and you from your graduation. You are so cute, bro. I love the blonde on you. It complements your eyes very well, actually. I remember when I saw your pictures the first time, you look like what's her name from the Naked Brothers band? The girl. You look like the girl. Like a blonde version, though. Yeah, girl, you are so cute. Look at all your trophies. Like, fuck that dude. He sucks. He's just mad because he missed out. And now he has to go be with a younger girl so that he can manipulate her. And it's easier for him to manipulate her and do his juvenile ways and not get judged too harshly. Like, even look at the last story that we just watched or that we just reacted to. Like, that dude had to, not saying that the girl is a downgrade or nothing, but he had to downgrade mentally in order to find somebody that was compatible with him. He had picked up a new habit, smoking carts, selling drugs and shit, and had to get with a girl that was okay with that. Like, it does not surprise me that that dude, knocking on 30, okay, decided he wants to go be with an 18-year-old. It does not surprise me at all. Does not surprise me at all. Let's see what y'all got to say in the chat. Karma will come for him. It seems like it's already coming. Nobody even care what that man even got to say. Like, I don't remember which family member of mine told me this, but like once you hit a certain age, shit just stops being cute. Like, that's just not cute anymore. Like, even going back again to the first story, how the parents are like, oh, he got a warrant. He's going to, you're not 18. You're not 17. You're in your late 20s. Like, you're a grown ass man. That's not cute. You have a criminal record. That's not cute. Like, you're drinking and driving. You're going to kill somebody. That's not cute. Like, you're over here acting like it's cutesy. I just really don't like how bro was texting like, oh, I got this. And then I went to jail. A key. Like, bro, that's not cute. Like, what are you doing? I agree with Kyla. I love that you can laugh about it now, because that would irritate me too if somebody, you only dated one person and it was me, and then you do all this shit and you make episode 1, podcast 1, season 1, 3 hours of talking shit about me as if you didn't do nothing wrong. And then you're not even in a relationship and you have a podcast about relationships. It's given you just wanted to talk shit on the internet with a Band-Aid on it or with a safety net on it. Like, A mess. But yeah, that is that story. Thank you so much for sending that in. Sorry it took me so long to read it. But now I'm about to get on to the last story of the day. And that is Tribe T. My mom told a stalker my life story, which is insane to me. Like, in my Kendrick voice, I'm about to cut off grandma. I'm about to cut off the mama. I'm about to cut everybody off, because what the fuck? Make sure you guys like the stream. Because what the hell, boy? So, hey, Naja. What's up, friend? I wrote in a while back about being in a relationship with a couple in your unicorn video. Yes. And my ex and the girl we were both talking to mess. Okay. So this is a really old story I'm going to dig up, but because of recent small events, it brought it back to my memory, unfortunately. Oh, okay. No, I know who you are. Bet. So here are my top 3 signs. I have my birth time off by an hour, apparently. Girl, join the club. Mine was off too. So I'm a Capricorn sun, Virgo moon, and a Taurus rising. I thought I was a Gemini rising before, but I am all earth, baby. Shout out to all my Caps, Virgos, and my Taurus out there. And fuck it, shout out to the Geminis too. Shout out to y'all. And my pronouns are they, them. Okay. So this is a story about how my mom told a stalker all about me because she's dumb. We will call the stalker Adam. The holiday season after I graduated high school, I'm freshly 18, and my mom started working for a popular retail chain as a seasonal worker. Think Bullseye. I had been trying to get a job there because the grocery store I was at before paid so much less to do way more. So I sent in an application, but my mom had been working there for a few months already. This was a pretty odd situation because I was trying to live my free adult self life, and my job life before was pretty separate from my family life. And I haven't had a good relationship with my mom since I started high school, probably. We have a lot of differences in our beliefs, and I was raised in a conservative Christian home. Boop. So me talking to boys was always controversial. Boop. And now we got to work with Christian conservative mamaw. Okay. Run it. Naja, it wasn't even my first day on the job. I was at orientation on the store tour where the person leading the orientation tell you what's what, and the guy I've never met or seen before comes up to my group during the tour and starts walking with us. The lady leading says, "Oh, you want to take the tour again, Adam?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm on my break." "Well, you need to go on your break. You're not getting paid. Get off the floor." Like, this guy was, okay, so this guy was asking a lot about me. I remember making an effort not to react, but the moms, okay, so their mom said, mentioned his name and was like, "This guy was asking a lot about you." And I remember making an effort not to react too much when he knew my name and asked me if my name was blank. I was just like, yeah, and was trying to stay attentive at the store tour I was getting. But apparently my mom told him everything about me. Told him the community college I started going to, my extracurriculars, what I wanted to major in, everything. So Adam is just trying to show me how much me he knows and isn't really asking me questions. He's like telling me about myself. Like, oh, I heard you want to go into this major. That's cool. And was really giving, I'm trying to scare you and seem mysterious. Just being really weird while I'm trying to get hired at this silly job. I was pissed that my mom told this weirdo so much about my life. And me and her weren't and still aren't close like that. So why was she telling my business to some random dude who is obviously so creepy and weird? And she was so shocked. I was so mad when I confronted her about it later and told her not to tell him anything else about me if there was anything else to tell. So what I think may have happened, because if your mom is against you having interest in guys also, right? I don't think it was on some she's trying to hook y'all up. If anything, she might have been getting flattered by the attention that he was giving her, because that is random. Like, why are you telling all my fucking business? But I think she was coming from like a proud mom standpoint. Like, oh yeah, my kid, they're into this. And you know what? My kid is into that. Like just being braggadocious, not realizing this person has like a weird infatuation, right? Yeah, mama is a little airheaded. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Like, you don't see that this dude is like continuously asking about your kid. It also doesn't help that you're like an adult now. Like I guess if like you were like a child, she probably would be like, wait a minute, why are you asking me so much about my kid? But yeah. I think Adam only worked for the holiday season, and the lady that took me on the tour was the HR lead. So I think she saw him being weird and made sure we did not have intersecting schedules or something, because I didn't even see him often. My mom also only worked for the holidays, thank God. So, like, I ended up staying at that job for several more years. So, months later, I don't remember if it was my second or third semester at college, but I was late for my first class of the day. So, I was wandering the building, just killing time till my next class. Tell me why I run into Adam. I didn't recognize him at first. He was just asking me if I knew where a room number was. I mean, small town, you know, maybe he was enrolled. So I tried to help him find the room. I couldn't make up a lie or say no to save my life back then. But that room was nowhere to be found, which now that I look back, I wonder if he made the room number up so we could hang out. So he gives up on finding the room and asks if I want to get food. What happened to your class, Adam? You just was about to say fuck class? Again, couldn't say no to save my life, even to the ugliest and weirdest motherfucker to get breakfast at the school cafe. At this point, he asked me if I used to work at Bullseye, and he starts telling me about how he wants to be a movie director or some shit, and asked me if I write. At the time, I'd stopped writing because I was pretty depressed, and said that I used to write stories, but I didn't write much anymore. Gang, that's me too, bruh. That's my New Year's resolution, is to make some short stories and publish them, because fuck it. Like, and I hope I'm rubbing off on you, friend. Like, fuck it. Just come out with that pen name and drop that book. Like, fuck it, bruh. We used to be them kids. We could just write a whole book in like a day, be like this thick. Now we're over here with the SpongeBob, oh my gosh. So I told him, yeah, I don't write anymore. I felt like it was obvious I didn't want to talk about the subject, and it put me in a pretty weird headspace. But he was just so excited that I'm a writer. And also, despite not having written anything in years, like, writers are moody people, sir. Like, leave them alone. Stop. Like, he started saying cringy shit like, oh my gosh, we are so alike. I like to write. You like to write. We both go to this college. We both work at Bullseye. And I'm just like, not really, but okay. So then, bro, why does he reach out and touch my face? He touched your face. He reached out and touched my face and said, you are so perfect, with googly eyes. okay. To my flag on the play. No, for real. Like, no, what are you doing? Why are you touching me? This put me off so much. And I had watched a lot of videos on how to flirt with people and what boys like and this and that. I know. I was lonely. And one of the recent YouTube videos I watched included the atomic face touch as the last step to pull in the flirting process. I immediately recognized that watched the same video looking back on our convo and the other steps he had obviously tried to take. Whoever made those YouTube videos need to go to jail because, like, why are you doing this to people? I didn't see him years after that. This was all 2015, 2016-ish. But what made me think of these awful, cringy incidents was earlier this year, 10 years later, I was hanging out with a friend as she was closing a shop she works at, and this guy tries to come in after close with a girl. I was like, who is that? And then the memories come flooding back to me of Adam at Bullseye and the atomic touch. Thankfully, he didn't have a chance to talk to me, but I got a follow request on my Finsta. No! Oh my gosh. I got a follow request from my Finsta a week later from him. And I'm like, how the fuck did you find my Finsta? I keep it very anonymous, and I go by a different name than I did back in the Bullseye days. That's all. I'm sorry it wasn't more detailed. I tried. My thing is like, so you got a whole girl now, and you still trying to come over here, and you're hitting up my Finsta like, you know you're trying to be a fucking creep. You're trying to be a creep. I tried to block out most of these times from my memory because I was going through it, but I hope this was entertaining to the tribe. I have learned a lot from other tribe teas, and I feel like a lot of the standards I've learned to expect from people, and especially men, have come from listening to the horror stories on tribe teas. So y'all learn how to lie your way out of an uncomfortable situation. I wish I had stood up for myself more back in those days, but no one had taught me how. So thank you for sharing people's stories here. And here's an update photo of me and our boyfriend for our 2-year anniversary. Love, a long time sub. Oh, look at you. You look so cute, dude. Like, what? I don't know what it is. Like, Polaroids just feel so warm. Like, it's just so authentic. Like, you can't replicate that. It's just so great. I love your little setup too. Okay. Oh, you got a little. Now you know I'm about to go be nosy. Hold on. You got a little portfolio? What you be doing? Oh, you're eating. Oh, you're eating. You're a photographer. I feel like I've looked at your work before. You're eating. Let's see what this event photography looks like. Oh, I love this. It's like a disco at the roller rink, and it's like a dude with a fro and like a girl that's like dressed like Cher. You've got like what is this, like a queer wedding? This looks so fire. You are so talented. You are so talented. No wonder that dude wants to stalk you. Like, you're very interesting. But still, doesn't give people a right to stalk. Doesn't give people a right to stalk. Oh, my friend does it all. They do photo retouching. This looks amazing. This looks amazing. Oh my gosh. You look like Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic. You look like Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic. Like, I love this. I love everything about this. Very talented. Very, very talented. I love when y'all show your work. Like, oh, my bad. I love when y'all show y'all work. It just looks. I love the pictures. I feel like a grandma when y'all send me pictures. I'm like, yay. But yeah, bro, it was definitely weird. Definitely weird for going to the Finsta, trying to keep things going. It's been 10 years. Like, we worked at the Bullseye, bro. Like, that's like, we worked at Walmart together. Why are you still fucking trying to hit me up? Like, we've both changed. Like, leave me alone. I think that the mom really was just coming from a bragging parent POV and didn't realize, like, nah, bro, you don't have a little kid anymore. You have an adult person. Like, We have an adult child. I know that doesn't make any sense, an adult child. But y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that is the last story that I got for you guys for today. You said, what is a Finsta? A Finsta is basically like an account that doesn't have your face on it, doesn't have your name on it, and like you don't have your usual algorithm. You can just basically just do you, right? He somehow found that. How? I don't know. That is very creepy. Very, very creepy. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for kicking it with me for these 2 hours. Yes, I am still here. Make sure you guys like the live on the way out. I have a book review coming very shortly. I'm almost done reading the book. Let me see. What else do we got going on? We got a Tribe Tea, or not a Tribe Tea, girl. We've got a podcast highlights if you guys want to go watch the highlights. And then I go live on Friday on the actual podcast. What else? I've got my Kiki Palmer book review if you haven't seen it. And then I have my 2024 rewind if you want to get caught up on everything I've been talking about that's pop culture this year. Okay. Now, that is all I got. If you guys want your story on my channel, all you have to do is email me in the email in the description below, the Tribe Tea email. Please be safe out there, guys, and I will see you in another video. Bye.